Good morning, and congratulations to the class of 2021. I would like to welcome all of you to the virtual University of California, Irvine Paul Merage School of Business commencement ceremony, and to thank all the families and friends that have gathered this morning to celebrate the wonderful accomplishments of the 2021 graduates. Though we were not able to be in person this year, it is still right and fitting that we celebrate this tremendous accomplishment that makes this day special. To the class of 21, well done. You've officially completed your journey with the Merage School and can now join our alumni community of over 12,000 individuals spread across the United States and in over 36 countries. You have excelled and thrived under what can only be described as extraordinary circumstances and earned a degree that truly speaks to your work ethic, your dedication, and your commitment to excellence. I have only had the great privilege of serving as the Dean of the Merage School for 6 months. Yet, I certainly understand the challenges you've overcome, and more importantly, the heights that you have achieved. Many of you have earned your degree while working multiple jobs, raising a family, quarantining under less than ideal circumstances. You've overcome glitchy Wi-Fi connections, and collectively, we've all become Zoom experts. As the very world before us has changed, despite all the chaos that was created, you made the decision to continue your education and to strive towards excellence. Class of 2021, you are the epitome of perseverance. Your education and newfound knowledge is something that no one will ever be able to take away from you. And certainly today is the commencement. It is the starting point for you to move on to even bigger and better things. Certainly, I remember with great fondness when I graduated with my undergraduate degree. Nothing on that day would have ever told me that I would be addressing you today as the Dean of a business school. But certainly I know that path was started and formed through my educational experience. I know what my education has done for me and my family, and I can't wait to see what your education will do for you and yours. Now, no matter where you go, remember the lessons that this year has taught us. Yes, it has been very traumatic, but as we have coped and as we have dealt with this major health crisis of COVID, certainly all of us have learned the value of empathy, flexibility, patience, and compassion. I am confident it is those attributes that will enable all of us to be successful as we lead organizations, communities, and our families going forward. Congratulations on this fantastic accomplishment. We wish you all the best going forward, and please do make sure you stay in touch with your Merage community.
Dear class of 2021, it is my honor as the Associate Dean of Master's Programs at Merage to join you today to celebrate your graduation. Even though this year's event has to take place virtually without the usual hugs and handshakes, and even though circumstances in the past year may have made your journey here tougher than you had expected to be, the challenges you have overcome to get here today also make what you have accomplished all the more remarkable. Congratulations, full-time MBA class of 2021. We have marveled at the resilience and perseverance of your group. Throughout the 2 years in the program, most particularly during this pandemic, you have supported each other in highly collaborative ways, and your achievements go beyond the classroom. You became finalists in national and international case competitions, including the US Chamber of Commerce case competition, Intuit product case competition, Yale Healthcare Management case competition, and McKinsey Innovate China global case competition. Several classmates in this cohort created the Merage Idea Club to promote, enhance, and educate all aspects of inclusion, diversity, equity, and awareness in our community. This club will have a long-lasting impact for future Merage students. We are all so proud of your achievements. Every red light eventually turns green. As you start the next chapter, I hope that with the resilience and perseverance that mark the class of 2021, you envision ways to become the green light that will carry your businesses and communities to new heights. Congratulations, members of the class of 2021, and good luck to each and every one of you.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You are all truly models of resiliency and innovation. It is an honor to be here with you and share what I hope you feel are a few words of wisdom from my personal experience. You may be asking yourself, who is she and why is she our keynote speaker? To be honest, I asked myself very similar questions when I was invited to speak to you. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized I am a microcosm of all of you. I graduated from the Executive MBA program here at the Paul Merage School of Business in 2020. Our last quarter was entirely virtual as a result of COVID. I know we have a mix of undergraduate and graduate students here today. You have done an amazing job completing your degree during this unprecedented time, a year that has thrown our lives into a whirlwind. But your education, as many of you have already experienced, is a significant bridge to new opportunities. Before I go on, I'm going to do for you what I do with my medical students. Tell you upfront the big takeaways. These are the things that you need to remember and walk away with. Remember, opportunity, innovation, and resiliency. Let's get started. I'd like you to consider how a bridge can be a metaphor for the limitless opportunities that your Merage degree offers you. I've learned that there are many bridges in life. Bridges that you find, bridges that you build, bridges that you cross, and bridges that you become. I grew up in South Central Los Angeles, raised by a single mom who immigrated from Mexico at the age of 16. She worked 2-3 jobs at a time to send me to a better school so I could go to college. My mom would always tell me, when I'm gone, I won't leave you money, but I will leave you something worth a lot more, something that no one can ever take away from you, an education. For me, education has been the bridge to opportunities that my mother dreamed for me to have. Now, why a bridge? A bridge does many things. And if you think about the Golden Gate Bridge, it goes over water, it sways with the wind, but it's sturdy and resilient. My initial bridge took me out of South Central Los Angeles and into a whole new world, college. For some of the undergrads who also came from challenging backgrounds and are the first ones in your family to graduate from college, UCI may be your first bridge. Congratulations on taking that first step and making it across. I would ask all of you to remember to look back and extend a hand to those trying to get across that first bridge. I continued finding, building, and crossing bridges after finishing my medical degree, public health degree, and most recently, my MBA. I'm privileged that I can look back and see how I, as one person, can make a difference in bridging the practice of medicine and public health. My bridge brings the voice of a Latina woman who has personal experience in addressing the many of the challenges that we as a society are striving to address. As a public health professional, I've developed and promoted statewide and national programs designed to keep moms and babies healthy. So when I deliver a baby and hand them off to the new parents, those programs that I helped develop can continue touching the lives of my patients. If you're wondering why I pursued an MBA after already earning an MD and an MPH, the answer is simple. I have realized that my purpose in life is to connect people to their health. I had one more bridge to build. That is to bridge health with business and technology. This became clear to me when I saw my teenage son playing online games, and much to my chagrin, sometimes up to several hours at a time. But he wasn't the only one enjoying online games in my family. So was my 78-year-old mother. She loves Candy Crush. And that's when it hit me. Bringing together my education, training, and experience, I connected the dots. And it occurred to me that the time spent playing a game can be combined with learning about your health. My mom has high blood pressure, but to this day, she's not too sure what the numbers mean. The solution? To gamify health. And that's exactly what I did. And now I'm the CEO and founder of a company I named Gamify Health. I completed my MBA with an emphasis in entrepreneur and innovation, and used my MBA as the incubator for my startup. I could not have asked for a more supportive and inspiring environment. The first game we developed was COVIDblast.com. The timing was perfect to launch a game that could reinforce behaviors to avoid getting COVID. The current game we're developing and finalizing is Teen Mind Games. This game screens teenagers for depression and gets them the help they need. There is so much stigma and shame associated with depression, and getting help is not always easy. Little did I know when we first started developing Teen Mind Games that depression would more than double during the pandemic. I'm still crossing that entrepreneur bridge, the bridge that joins personal health and universal gaming. At times, it feels like this bridge is made of rope. It's wobbly and standing upright is difficult. There have been times that I've almost fallen, but the networks and the support that the Mirage School provides me is pulling me across. I know some of you have completed your degree without having ever been on campus. I encourage you to continue building your Mirage Alumni Bridge, whether in person or virtually, and reach for the hand and encouragement that will help you cross your bridge. I know you can do it. Each one of you is a model of innovation. You have found ways to adapt. If someone would have told you a year ago the entire world would be confined to their homes and you would be learning virtually, working remotely in study groups, working from home, and your kids would be homeschooling 100% virtually, you would not have believed it. Nobody would have. But that's exactly what you did. Many schools struggled to go virtual. You benefited from the Mirage School's promise of leadership in a digitally driven world, and their early adoption of remote learning made it happen. When I was a student here, I was traveling a lot for work and going to professional meetings. I love the convenience of attending classes online. Many of us also benefited from virtual workouts. Peloton became a household name, not just a business case study where we were reviewing to see if they were a high-tech company or an exercise machine. And all of you develop creative ways to network and support each other. One of my personal favorite virtual networks is the Mirage Dean's Leadership Circle, the Mirage Alumni Group that I encourage all of you to join. I participated on a couple of Zoom gatherings during the heart of the sheltering in place. We had people from all over the United States and the world. We were sharing stories and experiences, and it was great. And for a short while, I forgot we were in a pandemic and under a quarantine. Each of you has stories of how you endured the pandemic, how you found ways to continue your lives, and how you coped with the loss of friends, acquaintances, and loved ones. And we will all laugh at the continuous, "You are muted. We can't hear you." Each of you will have stories to share with the generations that follow. And now, as we see the light at the end of the tunnel, each of you can say that you survived and you showed just how resilient you are. The third and final takeaway that has been a huge source of my success is resiliency. According to the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, resiliency is the ability of something to return to its original size and shape after being compressed or deformed. Resiliency is needed to withstand challenges, and in our case, the challenge was COVID. Based on our home, health, and personal experience, the amount of compression and deformation varied from person to person. Many of us lost family members, friends, acquaintances, or a job. And some of us have been sick ourselves. For me, in the early days of the pandemic, it was the uncertainty of whether or not I would get COVID while working in the hospital and caring for patients. I was afraid for my family, not for me. I didn't want to bring the infection home to them. In the beginning, there was so much we didn't know. Keeping my family safe was my biggest priority. It was not always easy, though, when we had a shortage of personal protective equipment. But we all rose above our personal pandemic challenges, and you did it in addition to getting your degree. If you can get through this, which you did, you can get through anything. You have been stretched, and as a result, you are stronger. Your innovation and resiliency have gotten you to this point. But now, where does that lead you? Remember, innovation, resiliency, and opportunities that leverage your ability to bridge worlds are unexpected and priceless lessons you have earned along with your degree. You've heard my story. What will your story be? What bridges will you discover or create? There will continue to be times when you will sway, you will feel like you're going to be blown off that bridge. But remember, you are resilient and innovative, and more importantly, not alone. You are a member of the Mirage family. Zot, zot, zot. Congratulations, class of 2021.
When a wave comes, go deep. If you'd asked me 3 years ago to look into the crystal ball of my future, becoming a full-time MBA student during a global pandemic is not something that I would have predicted. I'm sure that for many of my classmates, the sentiment is exactly the same. You see, an MBA is a powerful tool, one that promises, among many things, opportunity. So in times of chaos and uncertainty, where it can feel like the very opportunity we're seeking out is slipping from our grasp, what do? You go deep. To the class of 2021, I want you to know how proud of us I am. What we've accomplished in these past 2 years is no small feat, and we should revel in a job well done. It would be hard to ignore the impact that the coronavirus had on us, but it does not deserve the attention today. We do. At each turn and obstacle presented, we rose to the challenge, we overcame, and we thrived. To the friends, family, and loved ones in the audience today, I want you to know just how hard your student has worked. You may have seen or heard of the stories of late nights and early mornings, but I wanted to add some additional context to just what each student underwent so you know how big an accomplishment this is. 700 hours spent on intensive business coursework, an additional 1,000 hours outside of lecture preparing for cases, group projects, and presentations, over 100 hours spent networking and practicing for job and internship interviews, 50 plus hours spent working on clubs, case competitions, and other extracurricular activities, and 1 or 2 White Claws here and there to break everything up. To say that what we've achieved is no small feat is an understatement. As the class speaker, it's my job to tell the story of the class of 2021. While I like to think that I have a pretty good idea of what that is, I wanted to make sure that the voices of my cohort were heard. So in alignment with my future career as a product marketing manager, I decided to do a little market research and send a survey to my classmates to see these past 2 years through their eyes. And one thing in particular stands out above everything else. Of all the things that we've done and accomplished, it's the people we've met along the way, those who we were sitting shoulder to shoulder with, or screen next to screen on Zoom, who have been the most important to this journey. You'll often hear students talk about Mirage as a family, and it's true. So often, these were the first people that we would turn to share the elation of a job offer or the pain of rejection with. And it's these same friends who helped us get back up again when we were knocked down and that we celebrated when we claimed victory. The friendships that have been built here will last a lifetime. Finally, to Mirage, our newest alma mater, thank you. We couldn't stand here today without the dedication, support, and guidance of the professors, faculty, and staff who have nourished our minds and broadened our horizons. In a period of time where critical thinking and empathy seem to come at a premium, we step forward into the next phase of our lives, equipped with the skills and tools to be leaders and agents of positive change. When a wave comes, go deep. I'll admit, when I first heard this saying, I thought it was just some cheesy line fit only for a motivational poster in an office break room. But these past 2 years have thrown bigger waves than any of us have seen before and forced us to go deeper than we thought we could. And you know what? We surfaced on the other side. We can see the shining blue waters ahead of us. We're ready for anything. We're ready to tackle any wave that comes. So to the class of 2021, cheers. Cheers to 2 years of incredible memories and friendships that will be with us for the rest of our lives.
Hi there. First of all, congratulations on graduating from the Mirage School of Business, which is quite an accomplishment, and especially under the difficult circumstances under which you had to finish your degree. I have nothing but the utmost respect for all of you, given the fact that you had to juggle work, private life, and the rigorous demands of getting an MBA from us here at Mirage. Now, teaching business analytics is probably not the most exciting field, but I do hope that you learned a lot of useful skills and information from taking this course. At the very minimum, you have become masters of Microsoft Excel. More importantly, I hope that my excitement and passion for education spilled over and created a sense of excitement in you to learn even more and continue to develop your skills. So once again, congratulations. I wish you a bright and happy future, and please contribute to making this world an even better place and stay in touch. Good luck.
Hey guys, it's Edward Hughes from the new Venture Management course. Firstly, congratulations on graduation. That's awesome. I've hoped you've enjoyed your time at UC Irvine. Great programs, great students, and thank you for participating in the program I did this year, the new Venture Management. A couple of thoughts. Firstly, enjoy the journey. You're about to embark on a great career, and I wish you the very best. Second, be resilient. Remember that you're going to get setbacks and knockdowns and those type of things. Treat them as learning opportunities. Third, always stay positive. Fourth, always remember you got a great set of skills and you're going to do some great things. Good luck and best wishes.
You did it, Anteaters. Matt Baca here. Congratulations to the full-time MBA students as well as the MS specialty students. It was an honor to work with you in the boot camps this last year. I wish you all the best, a tremendous amount of success. Stay connected as leaders, stay connected with your community, and let's move forward as we make a change in business and our personal lives. Again, all the best. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.
Congrats to all the MBA students. It's a big achievement for your graduation during this difficult time. You made it. I really enjoyed having you in my class, and all the best for your next phase of your journey.
Congratulations to all of you for achieving this milestone, particularly given the remarkable year we've just made it through. For my students in healthcare entrepreneurship class, I so greatly appreciated our time together and getting to know you and your stories. I hope you keep in touch and let me know how those great ideas turned out. Remember, as you pursue your goals, follow your passion, pick the right people to work with, make a strong case for your value proposition, find opportunities in every challenge, learn from your setbacks, and most of all, have fun whatever you do. And to everyone in the class of 2021, best of luck and stay safe.
Congratulations, class of 2021. Most people are real happy to be done with their program and see it as a huge accomplishment. But for you guys, it's even more, having done it all through this COVID business. I wish you best of luck, and I hope to be able to see you in person sometime at an alumni event.
Hey, congratulations! But regardless of your new occupation or profession, you have really only one job, and that is to win the hearts and the minds of your employer, your clients, your patients, your shareholders, your staff. And how do you do that? Well, as your old presentation coach, I can be very clear about that with your presentation skills, because every human communication is a presentation. So there are three things to remember. Number one, you have to communicate with the eyes, make that eye contact, that warm facial expression, and gesture at level 3. Number two, you have to communicate vocally. You need to speak a little bit louder than you think you should. Talk a little bit faster, but pause to create those phrases and get rid of those ums and ahs. And then finally, number 3, you have to communicate verbally. You have to design your message with pep, your point, your explanation, and your point. If you will do those 3 things, I guarantee you will win their hearts and minds. And how can I guarantee that? Because, very simple, because you have won mine. Congratulations again, and thank you for your great gift to me and to the world.
Hi, everyone. This is a shout out to the MBA classes of 2021. It has been a pleasure to be your instructor and to get to know you over these last few years. Now, I wouldn't be a good strategy professor if I didn't offer you a 5 forces on your way out the door. So what does the 5 forces look like for a Mirage MBA? Well, when it comes to rivalry, you have few rivals. When it comes to threat of entry, you have no barriers. Whatever career aspirations you have, you can't achieve them. When it comes to substitutes, you will not accept them, only the best. When it comes to buyer power, I encourage you to consume your career with fury. And when it comes to supplier power, you will supply your own greatness. Congratulations to everyone. Please stay in touch and good luck.
Hi, class of 2021. Congratulations, Chris Bauman here, interrupting a string of rather sterile formal congratulations for something real. Also interrupting my mountain bike ride. But congratulations. As Ferris Bueller once said, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look right around every once in a while, you might miss it. I hope you stop to look around during your MBA. With COVID and everything, sure made it difficult. But now you've made it through. It's a great accomplishment. Congratulations, and I'm glad to have been a part of it. Best of luck as you move forward.
Hi, this is Steve Kepler with a message for my business law students. Congratulations on your graduation. I thank you for putting up with my Zoom classes this past winter quarter. I appreciate your cooperation with that. You are all fantastic, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You have done it. Congratulations. We are so proud of you. You've done great things. Now it's time to do even more. Go make the world better.
Hello, class of 2021. Congratulations on your incredible accomplishment. These last 2 years have been quite the journey. It has been beyond a pleasure getting to know you and work with you during your time in the program. I can honestly say that I will always remember your class. I am never going to forget this past year, everything we went through at Mirage, the challenges you faced and overcame. Your cohort should be proud of the way that you have handled adversity. Instead of retreating into isolation, you banded together, encouraged, and supported one another, even when you physically could not be together. Thank you for enhancing the Mirage community, even when it was difficult to do so. I am so excited for all of you to take the next steps in your careers. Goodbye to all of you as students, and welcome officially to the Mirage alumni community. Congratulations again, Zot, Zot, Zot.
Hello, everyone. I'm Professor Emil Pilafidis, and I would like to congratulate the Mirage School MBA graduates of June 2021 for your achievement. And of course, to those of you who I had the pleasure and privilege to be in class with, in our internship classes, in our Mirage consulting projects, courses, many special thanks and congratulations. So to everyone, all the best for your exciting futures. Take care.
Hello, MBA students. This is Professor Leonard Lane, and I would like to congratulate you on your graduation, on your accomplishments throughout the program, and wish you the best of luck into the future.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You did it. You showed how hard work, determination, and a positive attitude helped you along the way, and your star shines brightly despite the craziness of this year. Best of luck to you. I am so happy for you, and I'm so proud of you. Take care.
Class of 21, congratulations, you've made it. It's been a crazy year, to say the least, but we've all made it to the finish line. You are now graduates of the Mirage School of Business. Best of luck to you moving forward. We look forward to seeing you back on campus soon as alumni, and good luck with everything as you move into your future endeavors. And Rip-A-Meters!
Hi, graduating class of 2021. I wanted to pause and just say, most certainly, my most heartfelt congratulations. And for those of you that I had the distinct honor of having as your professor, it's been an amazingly wonderful experience. I look forward to perhaps having you maintain contact. As you may remember, any type of international work is really one based on relationships, and you know that. But congratulations once again. Stay in touch, and I hope that we'll get a chance to see each other, hopefully in a foreign country, very, very soon. Be well. Thanks.
Congratulations, 2021 MBA graduates. I hope you'll find your North Star and your path will be revealed.
I forgot to hit the unmute button. Hey, graduates. Sorry about that interruption. Well, I'd originally intended for my video to help remind you of what an unusual school year this has been. And it seems like that's exactly what my video has done. It's been a long objective of the Mirage School to help our students not only to learn the materials we teach you in class, but also to understand how to be flexible and adaptable and to deal with challenges, expected and unexpected, that you will encounter in your careers and in your lives. And you sitting here today as graduates and now alumni is a testament to you mastering all of these things. With what you have accomplished over these years, I have great confidence you're going to make it through anything else life throws at you. Congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2021. You made it. You finished with your MBA program. I wish you guys the best of luck after graduation. Please take care and don't forget to keep in touch.
Hello, MBA class of 2021. Congratulations on completing your study despite all the unusual circumstances of last year. You're stepping into a world that more than ever before rely on digital technologies for growth and innovation. Hope what you've learned here at the Mirage School will help you tackle the challenges and take advantage of the immense opportunities of digital transformation. Congratulations again, and wish you all the best.
Congratulations, class of 2021. When we think about your class, these are the words that come to mind. Curious.
Collaborative.
Innovative.
Resilient.
Courageous.
And perseverance. And with that, from all of us at the Mirage Career Center, sincere congratulations, class of 2021. Ta-ta.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We are excited to celebrate your major accomplishment. The full-time MBA team got together to participate in this special day.
Congrats, class of 2021. What a wild year it's been. All of you have shown just such fantastic resilience, and I'm so proud of everything you've accomplished. And I wish you all the success in your future, and please keep in touch.
Congratulations, full-time MBA class of 2021. My name is Melanie Coburn. I'm the new interim director of admissions for the full-time MBA program, and I'm excited to hear about all that you have to accomplish in the future.
Congratulations, class. We are so excited to have you as new alumni of the program. I know that you're going to do fantastic things out there. Please keep in touch.
Class of 2021, you're the first class I've gotten to work with at Mirage from orientation to graduation. It's been my pleasure to experience your growth in the program, and I look forward to your continued success as you excel in your career. Congratulations.
You did it. 21 months later, 23 classes passed, nearly 700 hours of class time, countless more hours of study and group time, and a lifetime of memories. Congratulations on your achievement, your MBA.
Hi everyone, my name is Tiam Shitaishi. I'm in the full-time MBA graduating class of 2021, as well as the last year's MSA president. Now, on behalf of MSA, I had one last parting gift for all of us. I've asked two people to kind of give some parting words and encouragement on our special day. You might recognize one of them or both of these familiar faces, but I'll let them take it from here. Guys?
Hello to the Mirage graduate class of 2021. Congratulations to all of you. I hear you have graduated from UC Irvine with your master's degrees. You know what that means to me. You're smarty pants. That's right. Congratulations. This is huge. That's what she said. You've done it. And so now I wish you a lifetime, a future ahead, filled with continued academic rigor, filled with love, filled with success, filled with laughter, but most importantly, filled with chili. Nice.
Pau Gasol here, wishing you congratulations, all the class of the Mirage, graduate class of 2021. Congrats on graduating, congrats on a great accomplishment. Wishing you the best on the next chapter of your lives, of your professional careers. Hope you love what you decide to do, which will make you put in the work, pursue it, and accomplish great things, and enjoy it. Enjoy that ride. So all the best to you guys. Congrats again. Wishing you the best, like I said, and just try to be the best that you can be at whatever you choose to do. And enjoy, like I said, enjoy the journey, enjoy every step. Don't take the easy way. Usually all things in life that are worth and are valuable, they require hard work, they require sacrifice and discipline. So all the best to you guys again, and congrats. Enjoy today.
Aline Alfarehi. Abhishek Amol. Daniel Azam. Michael Barron. Catherine Bennett. Kaylee Marie Berger. Xiao Zong Chen. Fiona Ciliata. Alfonso Ortiz Cruz. Axel Christopher Iyer. Jordan Henry Franklin. Anthony Gannam. Brandon David Goldberg. Ada Hahn. Tai Jean Hong. Mohit Jaga. Huan Hyun Young. Ankit Kalra. Daniel Kim. Semin Lee. Jia Li. Kevin Allen Lai. Yeshwanth Reddy Malreddy. Jessica Membrino. Versha Murji. Catherine Louise Moran. John Multari. William Poon. Colin Riley. Mark Rupasinghe. Sarah Mills Saffin. Bibek Saho. Tiam Setaishi. Ajay Sharma. Andrew Jonathan Shires. Joseph Richard Sullivan. Huahao Sun. Hengyi Tan. Jia Tang. Shimpiai Tanj. Clay Thibodeau. Philip Walter Veselinovich. Timothy Tran Vu. Bria Watson. Eric Williams.
Shout out to mom and dad who let me be a true millennial, move back home at 28 so I could figure out what I wanted to do, go back and get an MBA so I can thrive at 30. Love you guys.
Kevin Andrew Wong. Leslie Wu. Igu Yu.
Hello, graduating class of 2021, and congratulations. You've toughed out a really difficult COVID year, and I'm sure you're ready to move on. You have worked very hard, and you've done it to prepare yourself to become a future leader in our new economy. And I think the next 10 years is going to be a very crucial period of time for you, because that will determine where you're going to land, who you're going to be, and what is your path to the future. So it seems to me like it's very important to ask a question, which is, what will the next 10 years be like? Well, let me share my prediction with you. I think it's going to be stormy, fast changing, and very unpredictable. Let me try to explain. By way of background, I should say that I chair 3 companies within the Mirage Investment Group, which we call MIG for short. There's a hedge fund group, there is a private equity group, and a real estate investment group. So my number one job in this multi-billion-dollar enterprise is to figure out what's coming around the corner. And why? Why is that so important? Is because in a very fast-changing environment, it is so important for us to stay competitive by being at the very front edge of what is happening out there. And at the very front edge of any changes in technology that is happening. So we all know that our economy is going through a major change. It's going from the old industrial economy to a new knowledge economy. And during that past 10, 12 years, we know that some huge monster companies have been created from this new knowledge economy. And some segments in our economy have been almost devastated, such as retail. What a lot of people are not really focused on now, though, is what the next 10 years is about to bring. And I think the next 10 years is going to be a period of change and super steroids. Why is that? I think it's because two really major technological developments, which is artificial intelligence and quantum computing, are going to come together and join the foundation, the base that is there, and make a huge difference in everything, every aspect of our economy. So I think by some estimates, about a third of the S&P companies today are not going to exist in 10 years. Think about that. That's huge. Millions of jobs are going to be altered in a significant way or eliminated altogether. Some of them may be yours. So I have to stop and say, I know what you're thinking. You're saying, well, is this, Paul, is this a message of congratulations, or are you just trying to scare the hell out of us? So what I'm saying is that essentially, yes, it is a warning, but I would like for us to concentrate on the opportunities this will present. Please don't forget that every time change destroys the old, it provides opportunities for new, and for opportunities for new businesses. It could be new opportunities for new enterprises, from small to very large. And this is the thing to focus on. But you do need to know where to look. So, and I know right now you're probably ready to chuck all the books, all the assignments, and say, to hell with all of this, I'm done, and take a breather. And it's quite understandable. But after you get a rest, please do this. Roll up your sleeves and start becoming very familiar with every new technology that is coming along. Keep tabs on all of these developments. Ask yourself, what will that mean for my organization, for my company? What will it mean for me? And most importantly, what opportunities will it represent? This is how you will be a leader in tomorrow's future. And the winners and the losers are going to be the ones who are proactive versus reactive. It's as simple as that. So also watch for convergences happening. The one thing that is for sure is that most of the time what will impact you is not coming at you in a straight line. It is through a zigzag of 2 or 3 different technologies converging and making possible things that none of them individually could have made possible. So that's a very important thing to keep in mind. But allow me to suggest an excellent book, which I've read and enjoyed, and I think could be a starting point for you to dig into. It's called The Future is Faster Than You Think. And it's by, the author is Peter Diamandis, and Peter is a serial entrepreneur, which is very closely tied to the various movers and shakers in Silicon Valley. And I think you'll find the book to be quite interesting. So I'm going to close with an old Chinese proverb, which I found in a fortune cookie. It says, luck is when opportunity meets preparation. So I wish you a great deal of luck. Thank you for listening.
And this brings us to a conclusion of our virtual commencement ceremony this morning. I hope that everyone has enjoyed the ceremony and that you all have fun activities planned for the rest of the day. Now that many of us are vaccinated and are able to gather, I hope that you are able to spend the day with those loved ones that have provided you with support as you've gone through this degree. Relax, take a day off. Trust me, you've earned it. Now, this is not goodbye. It's called a commencement because it is the commencement of the relationship that you have with us going forward as an alum of the Merage School of Business. Certainly, we want you to stay connected. We want to celebrate your accomplishments going forward, but also be a support for you as you take on new challenges in your career. So on behalf of the faculty and the staff of the Paul Merage School of Business, congratulations again on this amazing achievement. Zot, Zot, Zot.